Life keeps going, and I'm too stubborn to quit.
That's the fun part, getting bounced around.
It's that kind of audacity that you have always been able to expect from Andy Caisse.
At the age of 10 years old, school was a different thing. I'd go through the front door and out the gym, and I was gone. You wouldn't see me for the 8 hours.
That's because Andy loves to be outdoors, but since being diagnosed with MS and wheelchair-bound by the time he was 25, trips like this can be tough to do.
Well, they gotta feed me. They got get me up out of bed and watch over me. If I fall out of my chair, pick me up, throw me back in my chair.
None of this would be possible without a few extra shoulders to lean on. Terry Madden has been Andy's aid worker for 8 years. He has a tree banding business that Andy helps out with, and that's what raises the funds to make summer outings like these happen. Now that they're out here, Terry and 4 others are volunteering their time to make sure Andy doesn't miss out.
He sits in that chair all day long, and then, you can just go mind dead. You can only watch reruns of TV so many times, and by being really active, and it brings people into our life.
After a long winter, Andy is ready to sleep under the stars with a makeshift bed they've set up for the week.
We bought a trailer to bring out his bed this year because, it was really hard getting things on top of things, and so we've expanded a little bit.
The last time I had a tarp over my bed. That's all I had, and it was wrapped around the bed, but it worked.
This year has seen some upgrades to the sleeping conditions, and the Folk Fest itself is working on being more accessible to people like Andy as well. Andy's crew received 2 free tickets this year, something the Folk Fest offers people who need helpers, and it's always looking to do better.
We've got a liaison who's in a wheelchair, and she wanders around and checks with people, talks to people, makes sure they're all okay. Audience services and all the staff and all key people on every crew have taken training, accessibility awareness training, so they know, what some of the issues might be.
In the last few years, the Folk Fest has done audits on the festival site and campground and is making changes to things like walkways and porta-potty stations every year. But all the details in the world are nothing without people like Terry and his crew who are willing to help out a friend.
We're responsible for each of us, and I have found that it works well for us. His mother passed away about 5 years ago, and I was in his life, and why would I leave now?
After 8 years together, these 2 guys have developed a friendship that feels more like family.
Him being deaf the way that he is, every once in a while he will tune you out, but it don't work with me.
Andy is ready to tune in to another 5 days at this year's Winnipeg Folk Festival, and other than the disappointment in being set up a bit far from a power source, he's all charged up for another weekend of live music, community, and the great outdoors. For Go Winnipeg, I'm Kim Kasher.
Just looking for the roughest place.
Yeah, right, Andy.